Since October 10th, the Russian occupation forces have been conducting intensive offensive operations in the area of Avdiivka, having enormous resources for this purpose. But for more than a month now, they have not been able to achieve all their combat objectives. 2 days ago, Vladimir Putin, a war criminal wanted by the International Criminal Court, visited the headquarters of the Southern Military District in Rostov-on-Don, for the second time in a short period of no more than a month. For understanding, even during the offensive on Bakhmut, Putin did not visit the headquarters of the Southern Military District, and here, 2 visits a month apart. This once again shows how important it is for Putin, before the new year and the elections in Russia, to achieve at least some kind of victory on the front, which could be fed to domestic consumers as a great achievement and something epic. That is why the largest mass of forces and means for the length of the front is now concentrated in the Avdiivka area. Units of the 2nd, 8th, and 41st General Armies have been pulled here, and additional forces of the 90th Armored Division are being pulled up. All this is reinforced by units for meat assaults private military companies Storm Z and Bars, the former is fought by convicts in the latter, reservists. In addition, one of the most powerful artillery potentials of the enemy is concentrated near Avdiivka. There are 120th, 232nd, and 385th Artillery Brigades, 400th, and 944th Self-Propelled Artillery Regiments. In addition, the 1st Radiation, Chemical and Biological Defense Brigade is stationed here, as a result of which we can periodically observe the destruction of the already rare for the Russian army, TOS-1 multiple rocket launcher. After taking control of Avdiivka slag heap, the enemy managed to move to the right side of the railroad and continue moving towards Stepov and Avdiivka coke plant. But at the same time, they do not manage to secure the terrain. Despite the fact that the enemy has serious artillery potential, they cannot use it as effectively as possible, as most of the dominant heights are controlled by the Ukrainian Liberation Forces. The Russians are still operating with one dominant height, which does not give them the opportunity to turn around. At present, it is crucial not to allow the enemy to establish a foothold on the left side of the railway, preventing them from initiating more coordinated assault actions on Stepovi and infiltrating the territory of the coke plant. The enemy cannot successfully attack from the Vodiany side towards Siverny. There has been no major change since the armed forces ousted the enemy on the 7th of November from a number of positions south of the Beam, although fierce fighting in the sector has continued around the clock. Thus, what the Russian command had planned to take a couple of days has been going on for a month now and has not been fully accomplished. Russian troops are taking heavy casualties in the area. From several companies to a full battalion are disposed of per day. However, despite the initial failure of its offensive and colossal losses, the Russian command does not intend to retreat from its goals, and Putin's recent visits only confirm how important it is for him to capture Avdiivka. At any cost and with any blood. On the other hand, this also indicates the inevitable exhaustion of not just units, but the negative impact on entire groups of troops, which will affect the entire occupation group as a whole.